I apologize for my tardiness. Right. My daughter was in a tournament tonight. So is this the settlement agreement, I guess, with Rickles?
It's 9250, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
And just make sure, because I heard a lot of things, is it he's gonna continue to get paid, I guess, what, through 2026 and not have to show up for work?
That was supposed to be negotiated, from what I understand.
Basically, we have someone getting public funds, not showing up to work. All of this would have been avoided if you only had affirmed my decision. You guys make it difficult.
Let me make a statement about
You
that.
made it difficult.
If you had done what
You
you're
made it
supposed to do, like it's supposed to
difficult,
been done, this would never happen in the first place. This belongs to you, Mr. Mayor. And if you want to debate that, I will debate it with you. I know what the statute says. The statute says that you can fire the fire chief for any good reason, and at the next council meeting, you have to announce it to the council, which you did not do.
Which it was announced. You were provided with the
But there was no resolution and we didn't vote on it. Why are you so big on us voting the police chief out?
You guys chose not to do anything.
And it also says you cannot fire the fire chief permanently, and you made a statement that Chief Rickles was never going to come back to work because you fired him permanently.
This is your problem, so I'll let you guys figure that out.
Yeah, it's our problem now, but it was caused by you and the personnel board.
So me and the personnel board, so now it's the personnel board's fault now?
You fired him, the personnel board upheld your firing.
Yeah.
That's the reason we put Chief Bennett in the place that he's in.
If the personnel board actually affirmed his termination, then you would think that the council would have actually affirmed the termination as well, but that's neither here nor there. Again, like I said, this is...
You're 100% wrong. If anybody wants to know the truth about it, I will gladly meet with them and tell them what the facts are. And yes, the personnel board was right. You have the right to fire. You had the right to fire him for any good reason. You thought it was a good reason. You had the right to fire him. That part was right. The wrong part is, at the next council meeting, you have to announce it by law. You did not do that, etc., etc., etc. You're wrong 100% on everything else.
So when you tried to introduce the resolution to bring it back, Councilor Bryant, I specifically remember it was tabled. So why didn't the council basically bring them back then? Like I said, this is a problem that's been created by the council, and I'm going to let you guys figure it out.
It was created by you, and we have to try to take care of it.
So now that they're going to bring them back, I think we owe it to the department to give some direction as to how things are supposed to operate. Since you guys have created this two-headed monster, I think you probably
I'm
need
so
to...
sick of you saying you guys. You started it. Okay? We didn't know he was fired until the next day when we saw it on the news.
So,
and that was because of you.
You need to give the fire department some direction as to how they're to operate. And for the record, it says the citizens of Tarrant should not have to live in fear of a racist and misogynistic public official that is tasked with, in this case, saving their lives and the lives of their children. So take that for what it's worth. Okay. So he has a no-show job. Okay. Chair will entertain a motion concerning resolution 9250.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to introduce Resolution 9250, a resolution to reinstate Jason Rickles to Fire Chief of the City of Tarrant Fire Department and directing all back pay and benefits pursuant to the Personnel Board of Jefferson County order dated November 7th, 2024. I move for the adoption of Resolution 9250.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Is there any unreadiness? Again, all this could have been avoided if the council had done what they were supposed to do when he was initially fired, when he was initially terminated, and also when the personnel board first sent it back. They sent it back because the council had requested they wanted to vote on affirming or not affirming his termination. And so again, because they chose not to do anything, this is what you get. So That's all I have to say. Is there any more on readiness? Seeing none, hearing none. Madam Chair, can we please have a vote?
Councilor Bryant,
Yes.
Councilor Threadford,
Abstain.
Councilor Anderson,
Yes.
Councilor Freeman,
Yes.
Councilor Matthews,
Yes.
Motion carries. One, this is a resolution authorizing the city of Tarrant to renew its membership in the National League of Cities. I think that given our financial situation that we're in, I think that this would be a waste of money because the only person that goes to any events hosted by the National League of Cities is Councilor Freeman.
I fail to understand that you want to keep your foot on people's neck for education. That's on you. Just because you don't want to learn, that's the problem. You don't want to learn and you don't want the people to learn to better the city. There are grants out there that the city is entitled to, but we haven't applied for them. We have not applied for anything. And you got all this money that's out there that the city could use, but for some reason, the mayor is not trying to push it. But you don't want me to learn, or anybody else for that matter to learn to try to get some grant money in here. Stop making it personal, Mayor. You should be leading by example. And I don't see you leading us nowhere. You ain't led us nowhere. The only regret I can say I did was when I went around and told people to vote for you. That was the biggest mistake, and I went back and told them I made a mistake. I was wrong and I apologize. What have you done for the city? Except get all these freaking lawsuits and you got the people thinking that it's the council fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. And you quick to go and say something that you cannot back up. When you made that statement that about we had something to do with a video got released, do you not realize that's slander? That's slander. You ought to be tired of getting these lawsuits. You know, and like I said, things that I said about you. Why don't you sue me for slander? Sue me. You quick to tell people, sue me.
Your
Sue me, so
judgment
sue me.
proof.
What's that?
Your judgment proof, so
My judgment, what?
never mind.
No, it's like this. See, the thing is, you can sit there and say, but like this here, it's going to all don't come out in the wash. We'll come out in the rinse.
You know, every time I come up there, I get a headache. I do want to ask the mayor, what do you have against Ms. Freeman going to these conferences when you can't tell the citizens of Tarrant where the money has gone?
First of all, I don't control the money.
Wait a minute.
I haven't
Wait just a moment.
I haven't touched checks.
Wait
I haven't
just-
signed a check for almost 3 years. And as far as Ms. Freeman going on these trips, the reason why I'm taking issue with it is because she has actually spent more money in the 3 years, well, 4
What have you
years
spent?
that she's been on this council.
Miss-
She has spent more money traveling than all 5 prior council members from the last term plus the mayor. So,
I want to know.
and I don't
Ms.
go on
Freeman
trips because
asked
between
for the
raising kids and my
original
job and my business, I don't have time to travel like that.
Ms. Freeman asked for the original receipts of things that has been spent in Tarrant. Have you received those receipts?
No, ma'am. The reason why I have submitted it since 2021, I have documentation to prove it, but the city clerk stated it takes 6 months from the last time I submitted, 6 weeks from the last time I submitted it. She emailed me and made the statement that due to the fact that the mayor would not release her, the information for her to be able to get what I need. But he can get it, and he knows what I'm talking about. He can get what he needs, so no, I have not received it.
Do any of the council members have any knowledge where the money has gone? Do you all know? The citizens of Tarrant don't even know. Ms. Freeman, Ms. Threadford, you said that you was going to do a forensic audit. Have that been done?
We have not reached out.
The reason why I'm here today is because I'm tired of Tarrant being a junk yard. You go down through these alleys, you go on the streets, Nothing has been done in 5 years that you all been sitting here. Nothing. We don't even have a good street to ride down. I ride around town all the time. Go through the alleys. If you call to see could they pick up the trash, we can't get an answer. Why? Where is the money? I'm still asking, where is the money? Tell me, somebody.
All I can tell you is I'm on the check.
I'm not talking about no checks you don't sign. I'm talking about
There's invoices
what
with,
have
I mean,
y'all done with
there's
the money.
backup of each of these checks that I signed.
I'm not talking about that. I'm
Well, I don't
talking about the
know.
checks that y'all signed. Do you know what they for?
Yes, there's invoices.
You know what they for.
Yes,
Do you question why?
sometimes.
Some of them. Where is the money?
Can I ask?
I'm still asking.
Mayor Newton, I have a question.
He can tell you.
No, but
About
that's
where
another
you
question. I'm
can't
talking
go.
about a check.
You
I'm talking
spent $8,500 for Halloween candy, and you talking about her going to learn something? You give me a headache.
The
You
entire
know that?
event cost $8,500.
Yes,
We didn't
it
spend
was
$8,000 on candy.
$8,500.
Probably spent about $3,500, $3,800 on candy.
No.
Yes, not too much, okay.
I was here when you voted. So where is it? Why can't they get the receipts? Why can't the citizens of Tarrant know where their money is going? It's not on the streets. The streets, I'm tired of driving down Tarrant and you got holes. Buildings not being torn down, houses not being torn down. Man, you ain't even got to listen if you don't want to, but I'm gonna tell you, you are sorry mayor. You haven't done nothing for Tarrant City, but they bring us down. But you can do what you want to do. So you can go ahead and play on your phone, but you got to go. You are leaving that seat. And that's all I got to say for y'all. But y'all need to know where the money going. The citizens have a right to know. Where is the money? Y'all gonna let him be in control? That's all I have to say for y'all.
I have a question, Mayor.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I got the question to ask the mayor.
I just want to say, just for the record, I was on checks back in 2021. They took me off the check, so I don't sign
So you're
checks. I
putting
don't
this on
pay.
the council again?
I'm putting it on the council because the council
just
is
like you
taking
did
over
for
all the
Chief
money.
Birthday, Rickles.
We haven't taken over
So
all
if
the
there's-
money. I signed
So
checks.
if there's any misappropriation, any money that was spent on something that had no business spending,
Let me ask
then
you
that's
this,
Councilor
ma'am.
Anderson and Councilor
Where is
Crawford
the-
because they
where is
signed
the-
off on the checks.
Where is the?
Well, your
sign up for
department
anything
or
that
somebody
does not
sends
have
every one of these
invoice.
invoices for us to sign.
We don't sign up on anything that doesn't have an invoice. And I know Chief Bennett has dug into some things for me when I asked you about, I think it was some of
Well,
the
could I ask y'all something? Where is the
drug tests and stuff. Yeah, I don't just willy-nilly sign. I will ask questions.
Where is the infrastructure money? Do y'all know where that is?
We don't sign checks off of that. I haven't seen
What
any-
did y'all do with it?
I suggested to my knowledge.
This was my Nobody have an answer for that? Man, you got an answer for that?
Well, let me say,
They rolled it over into the general fund.
But
That was done
Do y'all know
about
he
a
rolled
month.
it over?
I didn't roll it over. They introduced the resolution and they voted on it.
but the thing
Did
is,
y'all vote on that, Tracy?
we voted on it
But
because we didn't want to
But when
lose.
you gonna do the audit?
I'll have to give Mr. Brown one.
You made that
game
statement
somewhere.
in city council that you was gonna do an audit. And
Mr.
I've been
Brown,
looking, waiting to see what is gonna be done.
We'll need to find somebody.
Because the citizen of Terrence is tired. We are tired.
We had mentioned something about doing something about infrastructure and repairing the road.
When?
No, we talked about it. And when
You
they put it
talked about
into.
it, you hadn't moved
No,
on yet.
but the thing was, let me tell you what happened, in my opinion. I can't prove it because I don't know, he don't tell me nothing. Well, to my understanding, he said that, they used it for paying for those vehicles that the city of Tarrant was leasing. No, yeah, you remember? Yeah, you said that. He said,
Say that
you
again,
remember,
Ms.
he said
Freeman.
something about paying for those vehicles that we were
Say that
leasing.
again, Ms. Freeman.
I said, to my understanding, the vehicles that was leasing, is they paid off now, Mayor? Is they paid off in full, or are we still leasing them?
You mean
Is
the
they
police
paid
cars?
off?
You know, don't try to pay boo-boo the fool. I'm talking about we was leasing something from,
We was,
so were we leasing something from Enterprise?
you voted on it.
But is they paid off or we still leasing?
You talking about the police?
Yeah, I'm asking if they paid off in full.
Do you understand what a lease is?
Do you understand my question, Mayor?
I want to know.
The question is, you know what, you want to avoid something. Hold on. This is my question.
Police cars.
He wasn't involved.
He wasn't involved with that. I just wanted to ask
We
him.
talked about it, I thought it was a good idea, I'm not.
Yeah,
He
And
was
we
on
got the
leave.
cars, all but one of them. When we get the cars, we're
But
using them.
every time we asked him for something, he said that Lisa Baker and the accountant was working on giving us the documentation.
Only thing I want to know from the council and the mayor, where is the money?
I don't know.
That's all I want to know. Where is it? Where is it?
Well, I've been removed from all
Heck,
money,
got
so
y'all
that's
tongue.
been,
Where is the money?
Well, I guess we need an accounting of the,
It's Baker Party Casket.
I said the accountant needs to give us an accounting of what's in the account.
When that gonna be? When can I get that? Because as a citizen of Tarrant, which I've been talking to around this town, nobody knows nothing.
But Miss Williams, when we asked the mayor, he said to us that he was waiting on to get some documentation from Lisa Baker and the accountant concerning that money. Now, I can go pull it, I can go back and look through my notes to see
Please
what day
do.
you said it.
Please
They
do.
still look, they still?
no, because I don't remember saying that.
Where is the COVID money?
You don't remember saying that.
So nobody knows. Nobody know where the money is. Don't you think it's time for you, Tracy, to get this audit going? I am dead serious.
Where are we on our audits?
We need to
Work
know.
on it.
2022. Retweet.
And that's all I gotta say at this
Up
moment.
here, can you discuss Resolution 9253 concerning public nuisance at 2205 Evergreen Street?
Evergreen Street, we had a complaint that someone had set up transient housing. There was a tent there.
Let me tell you about this. I called the police. I went to church that Sunday. There was nothing there. When I got back at 12:30, it was a full tent. He had chopped wood to keep warm. He had a vicious dog running around all around in my yard and everything else. And I couldn't sleep all night long. He started cursing. I don't know what his mental status was, but he called his mother. She said they were from Pinson, and I understand they were not. They were from Fultondale. So I told her, I don't care if he can't stay with you, but Brooming Height is not the place to bring him, especially not next to me. I own 3 lots up there. He had first moved it closer over on Mac, and then he moved it back that way again. And he was out of order. He was rearing his voice up. He was frightening. And I didn't sleep all night long. I called the police.
They come up there?
Yes, Chief, thank you. And all those who came with you. Thank you. He responded immediately like he should have. And he's always responded when we call him. This is not Petticoat Junction. This is not Gunsmoke. You're not going to pitch no tent and nasty dogs and everything. Wherever you come from, take it to Fultondale. Don't bring that to our neighborhood because we black. That is over. You ain't going to stay next to me, filthy nasty. You build a house if you want to stay there and make sure it's your property when you do. Because when you come across my $3, if you put it anywhere close to me, I'm calling. And if I can't get any satisfaction, I'm going on live news, I'm going governor, I'm going all the way to Washington, D.C., and I already got somebody on the case right now. So let me tell you right now, running over people's rights is not right. It just can't stand. We don't have no tent laying here. He might need to go where they lay him at. And nobody says anything. I don't care what they do. But I don't want it in my house. I don't want to be frightened. I was up all night, and I told them when they came, I've been up all night. Because I didn't know whether he was going to knock the door down or anything else. And my son called from work and said, Mama, is he gone? I said, no, not yet. I did have my friend, my pistol, and I do know how to shoot it.
Thank you, Sister D.
So when we call, we want y'all to respond, and thank you so much.
So-
And then everybody who came with me.
Readiness. This is a resolution removing Chief Wendell Major from the Office of Chief of Police for the City of Tarrant. Whereas following the findings of an April 2024 independent investigation into the Office of the Chief of Police of the City of Tarrant, which revealed multiple areas of serious misconduct on the part of Chief Wendell Major, the City Council of the City of Tarrant has continually declined to remove Chief Major from office. Whereas since that April 2024 report, said misconduct has continued and or escalated, exposing law enforcement officers, the citizens, and the City of Tarrant to serious harm. And whereas this ongoing misconduct includes continual closing of law enforcement cases, preventing and or obstructing active investigations, including cases which involve domestic and or gun violence, retaliation and violation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, allowing unauthorized personnel unsupervised access to sensitive and confidential areas of the public safety building, including former employees who were terminated for misconduct, hiring personnel outside the rules, policies, and procedures as outlined by the Jefferson County Personnel Board, and approving contract services and or expenditures without prior authorization. I have a feeling I know how this is going to go, so we're going to put this on still put this on the next agenda as a new item.
You got a motion that's been seconded, we have to vote on it.
Yeah, no, we're going to vote on it, but I'm telling the city clerk we're going to put it on the. Okay.
And that's going to be another thing we'll talk about too.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Madam Clerk.
Counselor Bryant, we're voting?
No, we're not voting. We're having our discussion now.
Okay, you're having your
We're
discussion.
having our
Okay.
discussion, okay? Mr. Mayor, Alabama law says that you can fire police chief for any good reason. Obviously, you have a good reason that you think. All right, I want you to put your big man pants on. There's a police chief fired. You
So,
can fire.
as you
Don't
know-
ask these ladies these ladies with skirts on to do a man's job.
Okay.
If you want to fire, fire him.
As you know, there's a
When
current
you
case
fire-
before the Alabama Supreme Court. That was a lower case that said that you are the appointing authority and that you can fire him, that I don't have the authority to do that. So that's why I've been including this so you
So
can
you're
do
saying
your
that
job. and
You
vote
agree
on it.
that you do not have the authority to fire him, right?
At this point.
Okay, all right. Chief Major,
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to present your reasoning as to why you should be fired. And let me say this, the mayor's reading there is not supported and it's without merit. First of all, it is the police chief's job, if I'm not mistaken, and you correct me if I am, that when he reads the report, if it needs to be changed in some way to make it better, whatever, that's your job to do it. Is that not right?
Yes, sir.
That is correct, okay? Is it not true that one of the individuals that had filed a complaint against you for sexual harassment has withdrawn that complaint?
That's my understanding, yes, sir.
Yes, sir, okay. Can you give other reasons why you should not be fired?
I believe I've been performing the job as you expected. I told you when I took the job, I would enforce the law without fear or favor. I do not care about personal money. That's not my goal here. My job has been, since I've taken the job of a law enforcement officer, that I would uphold the Constitution of the United States, and the Constitution of the state of Alabama, and I would enforce its laws without fear or favor. I do not care about personal grandizement. You can say what you want about me, but we will enforce the law. We will supervise the officers that I am charged with the responsibility of supervising, that they follow the law. And we will do that no matter who, no matter what, and no matter when.
Okay. Madam Clerk, can we please have a vote?
Counselor Bryant?
No.
Counselor Crawford?
No.
Counselor Anderson?
No.
Counselor Freeman?
No.
Counselor Matthews?
No.
Okay. Motion fails. Madam Clerk, include this on
The question I have for the council is on Sloan Avenue, we have that alley where they are coming in on that alley, where the house that they are shooting in, that alley. Is there any way that we can pass an ordinance to block that alley off? Ma'am, you don't live on that side of town. I didn't interrupt when you was talking. Please have respect for me. Because the reason why I asked, because that's the school zone. That's where the kids walk. And they coming through the alley. If you watch the video, they come through the alley. And when they come through the alley, they come to the house to shoot.
Okay.
So that alley there is the shooting zone for everything that happened on Sloan.
If you give me the address, I'll send it to
So
the county and
I'm asking again to the body, is there any way that we can block that alley off? Because it's hard for them to escape a one-way alley.
So tomorrow, when you come
Can
to
you come
show
up here, Chief, in the county?
can you explain to us about blocking off and how that affects the fire department? And emergency? Because if it's no effect to you all, that would be something that we consider.
No, go ahead, Chief. Go ahead.
I just had a couple of statements about blocking off alleys. I totally understand and sympathize with you about everything that's going on with shootings. If we block off alleys, it's going to slow or impede the fire department vehicles and the police departments to get into the area. With only one way in and one way out, it does put our equipment at more risk getting in there to help you and your neighbors and other folks. When they laid out the design of how the roads run, that's why a lot of those buildings, when the city was built, have garages in the rear that access the alley to get out. You block the alley off, you have to have a certain amount of flow for traffic for those vehicles to get in and out as well from anybody who still has a garage that they would store a vehicle in or something. But it would definitely impede emergency flow and emergency access to any of the houses and structures, because we commonly, depending on where the fire is on a house, we can use the alley for an access for fire.
With that being said, the alley that's coming connected to that alley going to the school is blocked off. It is blocked off. You go straight down that alley, and if you go to the school, you can't go through the school through that alley because they blocked it off.
Which alley is that that's blocked off?
Right there by Sloan, between Sloan, coming off of Warrenton, Sloan, the school, straight down the school zone.
I can't travel that alley.
So that alley is blocked off. So that I find to be untrue. But my thing is, we had a baby. That girl was in that house last night, and she's 6 months pregnant. Again, you had kids in that house when that shooting went through. I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but then I had to go pray about it. But I'm saying this to say that it's not gonna stop. This is the second weekend on Sloan. And if you look at the shells, how many shells down there? This ain't just no 9mm, no 38. This ain't that type of thing. This is some artillery going into this house.
Do y'all see the people going in and out the house? Do you know where it's coming from?
Everybody took cover. Everybody took cover, but these people were asleep in the house when these individuals came and shot this house up. Them individuals were asleep.
Okay.
So I've asked, this her zone, so I've asked her to go and talk to those people, but those people, kids not even go to school today. Because
what's the address? Is that where that house was?
Yeah, that's Sarge has the address.
Is that the same Chief May, do you have the address for that home?
Chief didn't come, but Sergeant Curry did. So I never seen Chief over there.
Is that same brick house right there?
February the 2nd, that there was a prior incident, I think January the 31st. Same location, they called us back later saying that they discovered more damage to the property.
I've been there.
We do not have a identified suspect at
Do we
this
have
time.
an
We had
address?
we do have an address.
Can I get the address?
Yes, ma'am, but
Thank
I just
you.
don't know it on top.
Okay, that's fine. If you'll
Yes,
call
ma'am.
me tomorrow with that
That's right.
address.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. That's down from the school. Okay.
So my second question, that is a school zone. If you look in the school wall, you'll see a bullet hole in the school wall across from the house. They didn't discover it. It took 2 other people to discover it, which myself. So I'm asking, we put up the shot spotter, can we put some cameras up where these kids walking these school zones and in that school zone?
That was on my.
I'll address that. That's already been worked on.
Thank you.
I'm talking to the council chief.
Well,
I
he
don't
was
respect,
telling us that.
but I need an answer from the
That's
council
what's
on record.
Well, it is. What were you saying, Chief Major?
Yes, ma'am, we've already addressed, 4 cameras have gone up in the last,
In
I
that
think, week.
area?
No.
I think
Not yet.
2 additional cameras are going there. We have to work around based on the calls.
Okay.
That area is on the list to put the cameras up as the equipment comes in and as they get the ability to install them. They'll go up there. We have had, as I said, one of our Raven cameras, which is what he calls shot spotter, in that area that gave us the signal we responded to. And that's one of the incidents.
They did respond.
The officers,
I said
the
okay to
officers
that, but the
made the
problem
arrest.
is with the thing we're having on Sloan. They thinking they just come on Sloan and shoot and get and when they come, they fly. And then when we got Tarrant behind them, but kids in the road at the Tarrant, I mean,
What time of day are they shooting? Are they shooting the kids or getting out of school?
man, they are shooting at any time.
Any time of day.
Any time in the weekend, they feel as though when they deliver Tarrant to a 1 call, they come over there and they, like I said once before, they criminal. They know what to do. They know when
Give me that address. I got
to
something.
lure.
It's right.
And that's the only thing I'm here for. But like I said, when I come in here, I talk about the kid. But at the end of the day, we need something done on Tarrant. I mean on Sloan, because this is getting outrageous. Every weekend, boom, 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 everybody taking cover. Now it's close to my house.
Back in 2007, so Sloan's been a problem for a while.
So they've done a great job, but they can only do so much.
We gonna take care of it. If you'll give me that address
Yes, ma'am.
in the morning sometime,
We'll get to you this evening.
this evening,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. We'll definitely take it.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I forgot this. Ms. Bailey would like to know, is she still blocked on Facebook?
I don't block anybody.
So you're saying she's not blocked?
I didn't block her, I don't know.
My question is, so could you check please to see if she's blocked?
Okay, I will check, but no one is blocked. I mean, no one's.
Because she deserves the right being a citizen to be, because that's a public page. So I'm asking you, could you please check to see if Miss Bailey is still blocked? Thank you.